Hi! Welcome to week 2 of the mini-series So Long for 2022.
Yep.
Today we're talking about these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Courthouse Step and Diamond Sidestep. Two lovely little blocks.
And I noticed you're saying you're wearing the same shirt you wore last week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I drove all the way down from Maine again for this 4-minute video and didn't even change my shirt. So
It's been a busy week.
It's been a really busy week, right?
No, seriously, obviously we're filming all the videos at once because we're not going to get together every week, unfortunately.
It would be really fun if we
so
could,
fun.
but it's a bit of a drive.
Go to work and stuff, though.
Yeah, other things have to happen.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, we thought about changing our clothes, but we decided that was ridiculous.
I thought it'd be really funny to wear really obnoxious accessories and
Just different ones
but never
pretend.
acknowledge them,
Yeah.
big huge sunglasses like that.
We talked about that.
We did. I forgot about it. We forgot to stop at Party City. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe for week 3.
For week 3.
Yeah, we'll see. So anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Courthouse Step.
Let's talk about Courthouse Step.
Diamond
first.
Sidestep.
All right. Cool.
Courthouse Step first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
All right. So Courthouse Step. The big thing that I would like to point out to you. I'm going to reach behind here and grab this pillow. So this is all technically speaking, right? Allison and I are not big, it has to be done this way. It's the only way to do it. And if it's not that way, then it's wrong. Mm-hmm. We are big believers in doing the thing that brings you joy in your life. Yeah. So this is a suggestion.
Yeah, and if it looks pretty and you like it, then it's great.
Then it's great and go for it. But just something to think about. Technically speaking, when we're talking about the Courthouse Step, you want to start your block. Actually, could I borrow the PDF?
Yes.
Thanks. So this here, you want piece 2 to be background. Let me show you why that is. When piece 2 is background, so that's flipping this around so you can see it. Piece 1 is your center, piece 2 is background. When piece 2 is background, piece 3 becomes the first step in your Courthouse Step. You can see here, I don't always follow this rule myself. I'm not going to say I do it intentionally. I'm going to say I wasn't paying attention. I'll just be honest with you. So you can see here, I started piece 2 with foreground pieces. That creates this little bar. So we end up with actually kind of like a weightlifting thing, right? Like one of those ones that have a bunch of weights on the edge of it, like an old timey one.
Yeah, I was thinking like a landing.
Yeah, sure.
You have a landing and then start your steps.
And then start your steps.
That's fine.
That's
right?
true.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that works too.
Yeah.
So you could do it that way if you wanted to, if you want a landing or a handle for your dumbbell, whatever. Oh, thanks. We clearly have practiced this many times. And then here, this is what happens when you start with your background. You get the traditional Courthouse Step. So something to think about.
Yeah, your choice, but spot 2, probably make a background.
Probably make a background.
If you want to do that and you're worried about any confusion on the template, sometimes I like to shade in
That's a
the
good
pieces
idea.
that are background or mark them somehow so that you kind of differentiate. It's funny when you're looking at these templates, it's real easy to kind of get a little bit wait, what did I decide to do? So if you need to write notes to yourself on the templates, that's fine.
Well, I think a lot of times too, you're thinking you want to start with foreground because that's the fun fabric.
Right.
So I think you just are you lay out your fabrics, they look great, and you just want to dive into the fun stuff, and so it's easy to pull out your first piece of foreground. But that's a really good idea, to just kind of you can shade in. Sometimes I'll just draw an arrow indicating this side is foreground. This you know what I mean. This is all foreground, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, totally, and for sure. A great thing about this block, when we're talking about tiny piecing, some of the templates have a lot more pieces than others. Courthouse Step tends to have kind of a lot of pieces,
A fair amount of pieces.
A fair amount of pieces. But there's a really good tip for working more efficiently with this one, and that is, if you look at the numbering system, you start with 1, and then there's 2 pieces that are 2, 2 pieces that are 3, because it doesn't matter which order you put them in on, and actually you can do them both at the same time. So a way to really increase efficiency with this is to do the same steps at the same time. So attach both of the spot 2 pieces, and then trim both of the spot 2 pieces, and then press both of the spot 2 pieces. So it's almost kind of like a 2-for-1 as you're working your way through it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that'll come in handy. We'll reiterate that with the pineapple block too. Pineapple especially, that's going to be 4 sides, same idea. You have to kind of come out a little bit more for that one, but that's okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I'll talk to you about it next week, which is in 10 minutes.
There's
but
some
that's
good.
fine.
Isn't it?
Well,
next week?
It's
next week.
Is next
week
week?
3?
I think next week.
We don't know.
Yeah,
we'll look at
we're
the
not
schedule.
sure.
We'll
see.
figure it out.
Pretend
It's
this
fine.
didn't happen.
Don't worry about
We're
it.
moving on.
what about the square within a
variation.
square
Yeah, that's a
version?
good thought.
This is a fun variation for
the
Courthouse Step.
Courthouse Step, yeah. So this right here is the Courthouse Step block. Basically, all that happened here was instead of instead of going back and forth with background and foreground, there's a center part, and then they're surrounded by 4 pieces of background, 4 pieces of foreground, 4 pieces of background, etc., etc., to kind of create the square in a square look. You can also technically do that with a log cabin as well. Square in the center and then just kind of go around and around and around. They end up being 2 different looks because the log cabin and the Courthouse Step, the blades are different widths, so that's part of it. And also too, because of the directions that you're adding things in, instead of going around with it being back and forth, you get kind of like more of a, it ends up being a little bit more rectangular, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. So similar look, but different.
Different vibe,
and
but
definitely different from differentiating the foreground and background if you do that square.
For sure.
Thing.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it look like a really different block, actually. So, okay, that's Courthouse Step.
Courthouse Step.
Okay, another not too difficult one.
No, yeah.
Another new one. Yay! Next up is Diamond Sidestep.
Yeah.
This is a fast sew.
It is.
Right?
This one comes together nice and quick.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I find.
Yeah. 6-inch version will take a little longer, but I think it'll look really cool.
It'll look really cool. I can't wait to make a large version of this block. I haven't made one yet. I've made a bunch of 4-inch versions, but I haven't made a really large one yet. I am super, super stoked to make a big one of this.
That's going to be really cool. Very cool.
You can do you want to talk about the different ones first?
Sure, yes. So Giuseppe's version on the cover, I love. I especially love that on the bottom section he's used more saturated colors. On the top he's used lighter versions of the same colors, so you get this really cool, what would you call that?
Like a prismatic
lighter,
kind
darker
of
kind of thing. I just think this is a really pretty block on the cover. This is an example of using a similar color as you progress out, but not exactly the same fabric. This is another example, similar color, but not exactly the same fabric. This is between. So again, you're getting a little bit more, what would you call that? Interest
just
variation.
A little more variation.
Yeah, just a different variation. But it looks different than if you were to use the same exact fabric in each sort of curve as you go out to the outer edge.
And that's what we have here. These are ones that are the same. So like these will be like one is its own thing, and then that's a good idea. 1 is its own thing, and then 2 and 3 are the same for this. Then 3 and then 4 and 5 are the same, etc., etc. Same thing for this one here. So this is kind of like it's almost like an arched parenthesis kind of thing, like going out and it stays the same. This one it goes top to bottom, it changes. This one it stays the same as it goes out and out.
For sure.
2 fun little ways to play with them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So this week, again, not getting into anything real complicated yet in week 2. These are really fun sews, and another good practice in the tiny piecing, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that's it. We'll see you again next week. Is a break. Week 3 is a break week.
Okay. I forgot about that.
And then
so that's like to catch up.
To catch up on any of the 4 blocks that have come. These 2 blocks and the 2 previous. And then the following week we'll be back with more.
Yeah. But we still have shop sponsors for even the break weeks, and so we still have giveaway gift cards from them for the break weeks. And I think that, don't quote me on this, but I think that you just post all 4 blocks?
I think you post all 4.
I think you post all 4 in that week, and then that counts towards another entry for another gift card.
Right, so even if you didn't, like if you missed the first week with the first 2 blocks and you're catching up in the next week with these and those, you can still be entered to win a great giveaway during the break week if you post all 4 of the blocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and that's because we have so many wonderful shop sponsors. There were too many just to do the regular weeks. We had to put them in the break weeks too. So.
And it's great because it means lots of opportunity for people to catch up. Maybe you're watching this video for the first time and you want to join us.
Yeah.
There's still time to join.
Definitely want to make it reasonable.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thanks. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.